Hey guys, I am serious about this channel. I'm serious. I'm serious about it. So, I'm gonna do a cute little video tonight. I don't know where the wind is gonna take me. I'm a little bit tired, but that is not an excuse. First of all, my mum got me some cute PJs. So let's do a 1, 2, 3. Look how cute they are, guys. I actually am obsessed with these. This woman loves to buy me PJs. I don't know what it is. Obviously not complaining, but like she's always like summer PJs, winter PJs, midweek PJs, hump day PJs, like literally PJs for any occasion. That's my mama. Oh my god, I put some cookies on, didn't I? Oh my god. Okay, guys, wait. This is everything to me. Every single time I bake, I feel like Lara Jean from To All the Boys I Loved Before. If you guys do not know, I love that film. I love the film. The first, second, the final. Cookie time, cookie time. Wait. Yeah. You know what you did. You know what you did. You know what you did. Oh, I love you. Oh, licky chop. Okay. Hot milk! Hey! I'm back after literally probably about 2 hours. I just ate my cookie and then I was like so tired. But I'm here and I've got an interesting thing for us to do, which I really want to get done. I was literally just going to call it in my head, but I was like, no, Grace, you can't. Because if you didn't know this about me, I'm a dreamer through and through. And this week on The Artist Way, it was all about kind of things that you kind of don't allow yourself to do. And if you felt like you had the means or the time or, you know, the lack of time, like what would you do? And yeah, so I'm gonna make a little mood board. I've got my paper here, my photos here, and PVA glue over there. So I'm gonna cut them up first and talk to you through a little bit about it. So, first of all, there's a little bit of a mix here. So one of the ones where I was like, what was it? If I either had faith or money. Like list 5 things that you would, you know, do. And one of them was post songs that I sing or write on YouTube, or be more open about my singing, get deeper into singing. Yeah, I feel like if I had more faith and more confidence, I would probably post myself singing something, but because I really want to be good at it, and I really want to be kind of find my sound in it, you know. This is kind of a bad paintbrush. Let me grab another. But yeah, I just really want to be able to find my artistic freedom in it, because I feel like I've really found that, or kind of continuing to find that very comfortably, not always comfortably, but more comfortably in like dance and acting. Especially acting, I feel like I've just completely reached that point, and it's just such an interesting and liberating experience, and I've yet to find my kind of unique sound and self-expression through singing. I felt like, you know, for so long that I needed to be kind of at a good point, being able to sing to therefore, you know, find the joy in it, or, you know, then I'd be worthy of creating work that was my own and creating my own voice. I felt like I had to sing like everybody else before I could sing like myself, which I think I still think that's partly true. I don't know, but I don't think it should be, you know. But yeah, I'm definitely ready now, and I don't think that there's anything stopping me. And now, right now, my ability isn't even stopping me with kind of trying to achieve that goal. So yeah, and I think having it in a bit more of a casual, creative way, it's a really vulnerable place for me. Like singing is so vulnerable. Um, so I think it'd be interesting. And I feel like there's that whole thing of like people like posting themselves singing on the internet and they just get ripped to shit. But I feel like the reason that singing is so vulnerable to me is because it is so close to me, and it's so vulnerable, which I think really means that it's something that I should explore more, right? Anyway, next one is Tokyo. Hey! Tokyo. I really want to go. Really, really, really want to go. I love going. Well, I've only ever really been to one other place. Obviously, I can't say because I've not ever gone to Tokyo, but I really love the idea of going to places that are just so vastly different from where I'm from. I feel like even a lot of places in Europe are quite similar to the UK. But I think Japan, just a place. I went to Costa Rica. It's just a beautiful country, and the people are absolutely lovely. And it was the first place I kind of been to where I was like, this is like nothing like where I'm from. Like this is completely different. And it was such an amazing experience. And Tokyo, my dad went this past year, and he just like raves about it, and I just think it would be such a cool experience for me. And I feel like it's such a good like individuals city. Like I'd love to go there alone. I think, and just like completely be inspired by what's around me, because like, it's just so, like I said, vastly different, but so its unique self. Like it's a really identity driven place. Like there's just, it knows what it is, you know. And it's, I really love places like that because they just completely welcome you in with open arms, and just, yeah, it's just really good stuff, really. So yeah, I would definitely go to Tokyo. This is another person. They're producing music though, in the house, and it's just, this is kind of like, this vibe is kind of where I do, like that's the kind of vibe where I make a lot of kind of my art, or a lot of my ideas come. So it's kind of the same environment that I was in when I first started like producing music, and even just dipping my toes into the idea that I could do something like that. And guys, genuinely, like making music and stuff like that, it's a thing that I really like enjoy, and it's so new and so fun, and I can use it to make things that nobody else can kind of make for me. I think there's such a power in putting how you feel like into an environment, and putting other people in that environment to make them understand a story better, or understand like a mindset, or a feeling better. And it's really cool to experience that kind of sensory thing. It really just makes me feel so alive, and helps me understand all other mediums better. Like producing makes you understand the importance of timing, breath, the type of sound, you know? But yeah, this is somebody lying in their apartment in New York that they've just moved into. I would absolutely love to live in New York. It's one of my dreams, and it will be achieved. I just think New York is just such a iconic place for me, but it's also, it's kind of one of those places where I first sort of experienced the world through my parents' eyes a little bit, because my dad used to go to America quite a bit, when I was growing up, because he used to work for Bank of America, so he'd be there all the time. And I didn't get to, I saw my dad when I was a kid, but like he was like working a lot, and I was just always in America and I didn't see him a lot. So when I went over to that place, like New York was very much like, it was very much like dad's job place, right? Um this is, oh, this is someone filming a YouTube video. Well, they're probably filming a film. But yeah, told you guys, I want to get more serious about YouTube and stuff, and just, I don't know, expanding my ability to like express, and also like this gap year that I'm on now. I didn't even told you guys that. Anyway, going on a tirade here, but like gap year, need some people to talk to and some ways to communicate. That's what I meant. But yeah. Yeah, so my dad used to go to New York a lot. So when I first went there with my family when I was younger, very lucky. It was just, I just felt like a grown up. Like, I can't explain it. When I went there, I was just like, oh man, like I'm actually like, what's the guy from The Sopranos called? I can't remember. But I was like, bro, I am that guy in this city, man. Like, I was just walking around just feeling like the absolute goat, and it's just, everything there holds itself with a certain level of ease, and it just feels like if you don't keep up, then you'll fall behind in a way, but in an exciting way. Like, it's kind of like, if you don't kind of like live in the moment and take the freshness of everything that comes to you, you're not going to survive in this city. And I think that's what I really liked about it. This is somebody getting their headshots taken, which I really want, if I had money. They're really expensive, but I keep on holding it off because I keep on thinking that I'm gonna like change the way that I look. Lots of times, I don't know if I should wait until I come out of drama school too. Because I'd hate to pay for headshots and then go to drama school and never use them again. But anyway, I should probably get them anyway. I've been taking them myself. I think that's doing me well, but I think if I really could have the option, and I will save up money, I'd love to get headshots. But yeah, there we go. Here's another New York. That's from somebody's window. But yeah, it's crazy. I think also moving to New York would lead me to have a lot of faith in humanity. Obviously, Trump's America. It's obviously not Trump's America. There's so, especially New York too. The people who live there, obviously, so diverse and so rich in identity, which people like Trump are trying to strip away because they're fucking tyrants. But yeah, I would love to move there, and I hope everybody, if there's anybody from America watching this, God, I feel for you really bad. It's just a horrible situation to be in, and it's kind of getting like that in the UK. Not that bad, but it baffles me how people don't see immigrants as humans or value to Western societies, because it's just like nobody's been paying attention to the history bucks here. God, it's just it's so cruel and it's so horrible. But places like New York, like, well, I went there, like, and it was just like so many different people. Like, that's the thing. It's just a range of people to meet and just learn from, and that's the beauty of the city, really, isn't it? So yes, where's the next page? Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Let me get another one. Okay. Yeah. Thought my laptop was going to turn off for a second. What charge are we on? Okay. The next one is a fashion designer. This is the 5 lives one. So you basically pick like 5 lives that you would do if you weren't living this one. And I loved this exercise. I remember doing this one last time because it really just gives you a real little bit of like, it's a real like shortcut to knowing like what things you actually really like and what like makes you excited about the world. Because it's like, yeah, if you had to pick just 5 lives that you could live, what would they be? And you really just have like knee-jerk answers to that. And yeah, a fashion designer would be one. I'm so passionate. I've always been passionate about clothes. Ever since I was young, I love to like dress myself, do my own hair. Like I was really that girl. But yeah, I really love fashion. I love creating looks. I was really proud of the one I did. My last project at the drama school that I went to, I made this costume for a butcher, but it was like Studio 54 butcher, and I really came together and like created something that I felt really understood the character and its themes, but also the tone of the piece. And I literally used the outfit like as a prop in many of the sequences that we had, and just brought me so much fulfillment. So I'd love to be a fashion designer and get more fashion pieces. I'd rather get high fashion. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I love it. I love looking cunt. I love being cunt. I love serving. I love clothes. I think they're great. But yes, here's another of one of the 5 lives that I said that I do, was like a beautician. So like anything kind of like hair, makeup, skin. Oh my god, wait, I should have put esthetician. Esthetician? Is it esthetician? A skincare person. I would just love that, you know. I always have been so drawn to people who can do makeup and hair on other people, because I'm bad at it. Like I'm really bad at that. I have a friend called Lucy. She's so mother type. Like she will be like, oh, do you want me to do your hair for you, love? And then she'll like do your hair and she'll do it so well. She used to be a dancer, and she's just so cute like that. But it'd be something that I'd love to be able to do, and especially I think as an actor now, I'm kind of looking for like creative routes that I can take to like make money steadily. Obviously, like we been new, there's no plan B, but I need like something that I want to like realistically, like being self-employed would be really, really sick. But you know, so like one of those would be like makeup, and I just love the idea of transformation. That's the reason I love being an actor, is being able to transform. And I think some of these, like the beautician and the fashion designer, really, really, really allows you to transform and takes you on a journey. This is a lady doing another lady's hair. And also I'd love to be able to do like different types of hair too. And just learn more about that, like genuinely. Because I'm good at doing it on myself, but like, girl, I have pin straight hair, which is like, I'm not complaining. That's like a good thing to have, I know, because it's very like easy to maintain and look after. But I'd like to just, you know, try some hairstyles on other styles that, one, can hold it, and two, I don't know, just have a different quality to their hair. And yeah, but then also there's the added pressure if you get it right or not. But no, but I'd love it. I think it would be so fun and just so therapeutic and girly and nice, and yeah, gonna bring some of that into my own life. I do really do a lot of makeup looks for the film that I really want to do, House of Filth. There's gonna be some really strong looks in that, and I'm really excited for it. I also love when kind of makeup tells you a lot about character too. I think Euphoria does that really well. Petra Collins, hello. Petra Collins. But yeah, I feel like it does that really well, and yeah, I just feel like I do really good at it. I think sometimes used to underestimate me in the beauty department. I could just remember some times of people just like thinking they were better at doing hair than me and doing makeup than me. And I was like, golly, like, I just want my chance to shine here and, like, really learn and be able to do someone's hair and they'd be like, well, damn, this is great. You know, I don't know, I feel so much gratitude in that. I don't know what kind of wound that is. There's got to be some sort of wound behind that. Maybe it was, like, growing up in theatre. I remember growing up in theatre, like, there was a lot of girls who would do, like, dance. And I started it kind of late. Like, not late, but I was, like, 11 when I started theatre. And I was, like, a fish out of water, but, like, I loved it. But I was so nervous. Like, I was a really nervous kid. Especially when it came to that, like, I cared about it so much that, like, messing things up just felt, like, colossal to me. And it still does sometimes. And yeah, so it... Ooh, I've done that on the same... I knew something was wrong there. But yeah, I think I just really want to touch that gentler side of me. I feel like I can be really gentle, but really direct. Like, I feel like I'm really good at that when I find the balance. And I feel like that's what hairdressers are really good at. Really, really good at. Yes. Oh my god, this one's really exciting, actually. This new life that I came up with. Bearing in mind, guys, these lives are so different to the ones that I chose last year, which is always good to see because it means that, you know, I'm progressing and growing. Also, I feel like the ones before seemed so outlandish. But, like, I feel like last year, if I would have picked these, I would have thought they were outlandish. But, like, I feel like I can incorporate these and even potentially live these for a part of my life. Like, you know. So that's good too. So this one is van life. Traveling around the world in a van. I just feel like this would be great for my spirit. Like, genuinely, this would have been my dream as a kid. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, going on these adventures, and I really have a urge this year to adventure, and I do want to do it so bad. I think that's one of the pros of the gap year, is that traveling is accessible to you because you have you don't have a course to commit to, right? And also you have, like, time to save money and stuff like that. But yeah, I just feel like this would be so just the funnest thing ever. Like, I just can't. Like, I feel like I just absolutely adore the experience and really honour my true, like, curiosity and things, and just I just love adventures. I love adventures. I love exploring, and just being in a van, that would just give you the best experience. I feel like you'd be on the ground, you'd be seeing the roads, like the little intricacies of, like, the country, you'd be meeting people, you'd be getting to these, like, amazing places, but, like, accessible because you're, like, in a van. Be a little bit cheaper. I don't know, I just feel like it'd be so sick. So maybe this year. I remember seeing, it's kind of sparks. I saw this girl that I follow who went to my high school, but I didn't know her. She did it with her boyfriend. She went in his van, and there was this picture that they took where they were, like, on top of this, like, water crevasse, and they were just sitting in their van, and I was just like, that is the dream, man. Like, that's just absolutely amazing. I love, especially with, like, other people, is, like, that kind of, like, reckless abandon. Like, quality time is my love language through and through. The adventure of it all would just be so unreal, especially to share that with somebody else is just so sick. Because it just feels like you're, like, the only people in the world, you know. Oh, this one's good. I picked a circus act as one of my imaginary lives, which I think is quite funny, and really, actually, I'm surprised I didn't come up with it sooner. Like, I was like, oh, of course, like, circus act. The project that I spoke a little bit about earlier, that had circus elements in it, because it was inspired by Knee High, which is a terrific theatre company, which is unfortunately no longer running, but it's very like high functioning, like joy essentially, and they use a lot of circus acts and a lot of acrobatics and added stuff that you don't usually get in plays, really. So I got to do some circusy stuff for it, and it just brought so much joy out of me, so much joy. And I think I'd be really happy just being on the road and doing like a trapeze act every night and having my makeup and choreographing new things and just constantly also being active and like using my body in a way that was just like a spectacle. I love that. I think it's unreal. And so interesting that people do that for a job. It's just really cool, because I feel like it's just such an ancient kind of tradition, like the idea of circus too. I think to live that in the modern day would be so interesting. Have another one here. This one's like an old-fashioned photo. It's quite nice. If I was a circus actor, I don't know which one I do. I feel like trapeze is alright, but like it's a bit boring, you know what I mean? I feel like I would do the ropes, like, or like the circle one. I think I have some photos of it. I'll show you in a second, but that one's a little more funky, a little more mobile. You can do a little bit of dancey action. What else? Do the unicycle. Be a clown. Oh yeah, we did clowning in that project too. That was really, really interesting, guys. Like, clowning is the most vulnerable thing I've ever done. Like, it really brings out a lot of feelings and things about yourself that you didn't realise. I remember feeling so out of my depth and so uncomfortable, because usually I'm quite an open person and I like to be changed by the work that we do. But this, when I was doing these clowning exercises, I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm about to cry right now. Like, why is it so hard for me to just like be myself and fail in front of these people? Like, it's really hard. And in my kind of like end of year essay, I kind of got to the bottom of it. It's kind of, for me, it's really about, I actually follow her. She's so sickening. She makes her own clothes and like, she's insane. She's insane. Like, she is model to me. She's the model in my mind, the model of me, the model of what the vibe is, you know? She's so sick. But yeah, I feel like with me, it was like growing up. And like, clowning is a lot about games. It's finding the game, failing in the game, trying, like, doing, when they say the game, it's like you be trying to achieve something, but then you get lost along the way. Whether that's like, I don't know, doing a trick, or like trying to make somebody laugh, or like falling out with another. And it's like sure, there's a caricatural nature to it, but it's, the reason it's caricatural is because it's so honest to how they're feeling, which I think was something that was really hard for me to, it was easy for me to understand, but hard for me to accept and implement, you know? Where are we going to put this? Here. I could put it up there. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, because also when I was younger, I used to do a lot of netball and like just team sports. Actually, it's not even just netball, but a lot of team sports. And in there, like, especially growing up, like, failure becomes not an option in your brain. I think when you're younger, it's fine, but when you kind of get into that high school stage, it's like you can't make a mistake and you'll let your team down and people will give you a look of, no, like, that's really bad that you did that. There'll be a thing in the air, or superiority. I remember in high school, the netball teams, like, had such superiority. And so when I feel like I had to play the game, like achieve an objective with another person, but then also fall about, but also look at the audience and show them how I'm reacting. Like, that was a lot for me to like process. I couldn't because when I was younger, it was like, you don't show weakness. You don't fuck about here because you don't want to look like an idiot, right? And I think there's power in looking like an idiot, you know? I think there's real true power in that. And that's something that I really came to realise this past year. There is power in looking like an idiot, especially if it's something that you love. That presentness is something I really value, and I will for the rest of my life. Oh, that's so sick. It's coming out so well, guys. Ah, I love it. Oh, it's so cute. I really like this one. It feels much more grounded and a lot more like me. I like kind of photos that have darker with something light. I like that a lot. I'm that girl that turns the brightness down on the phone. I used to be a proper fiend for that, but hey, it does work. I got an eye for it. This is the best kind of activity to do when you're about to go to bed. Okay. Yes. Okay, that goes there. Oh, this is a show reel, by the way. If I had money, I'd get or faith in my talent, I'd get myself a show reel stat, because that's how you get agents. I just keep on being flimsy because, like, one, they do cost a lot of money, and also two, I'm like, do I need to be more trained and then wait until I, go to a drama school who, like, films it for you? And I don't know, but I think a lot of it is, like, me thinking I'm not talented enough, because I feel like if I turned to a certain person in my life and said to them, like, I'm going to go get a show reel, like, they'd be like, really? Really? You're going to do that? Like, are you sure you're ready for that? And that's what plays in my mind. I've been really, in this period of my life, just being like, do it, put it out, because one, you never know, and two, if you don't do it, somebody else who, like, I've read this, like, this is the thing from The Artist's Way that sticks with me. It's like, people with audacity get it. Like, it's not just based off talent. And I don't know, just give me something to work towards. And I love filming self-tapes, I really do. Especially when they go well. Like, I really love that feeling. But yeah, so there's that. And hopefully this helps me get a little bit closer to that. But yeah, the more I do, the more I'll progress and learn. This is Tennis Player. When I was younger, I really, really, really loved tennis. And I went recently with my dad when I was doing reading deprivation. And the love for it came, like, swimming back in full force. Like, really love that game. I just love the back and forth nature of it, and just how simple it is. Like, there's no complications to it. I think this is what I like about sport, and especially why I think it's important for me to have it alongside everything else, because it is so straightforward. And obviously it's not this technique, but in acting and art in general, very much intuition, brain, intellectual, feeling, body moving, and I love that stuff. You guys know I love that stuff, but it's nice to have something to break that up, and to, like, see the opposite of it, so then you go back and then you love it even more, and you bring a bit of, like, grit to it, like a bit of rigidity, which is really yummy with the intuition. They're fighting. They're fighting. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's also just really nice to whack a ball, not gonna lie. Feels really good, cathartic, yummy stuff. court's not too big, you're not running around for days. And yeah, it just kind of speaks to my younger self. I used to really love tennis. I remember I won a tennis competition when I was like in year 6 with like 3 other people from a year, and I remember being so proud of myself, as I should be. But yeah, it's always felt like something that's come quite easily to me. Tennis. So yeah, it's just nice that I have a court near me. Like that. It's just really sick. But yeah. Do this last one, and I think that's it. I am going to collect more for this board and label it. Because I'm just going to see what comes to me. And also, guys, I'm unpacking all my stuff. So I'm just going to do a rejig of my room. So I'm going to probably wait to put this up, or figure out how to put this up once I've figured out everything else. Oh, it's going to be fun, actually. I'm excited for a change. I've been throwing out so much of my clothes. But, like, for me now, like, there's no fucking about. Like, I need to love the clothes that I am wearing. And I am changing. I can feel it, guys. I'm changing at an exponential speed. Or I've changed at an exponential speed. I'm trying to kind of make up for it. My clothes are changing. My hair is changing. I'm going to get a tattoo. I'm going to get a piercing. The way I approach the world is changing. I'm becoming a lot less tolerant. I'm becoming more honest. Truthfully, I am. Becoming more honest with myself. I'm wasting less time. I'm being more courageous. And I'm excited because it feels like this next chapter is going to be truer and truer to me, and truer to the action I want to make moving forward. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to go to bed. Yes. But see you for the next one. If you catch me on my next shenanigan, we'll see what we're doing. Bye.